So in this video I'm going to show you how to navigate within Photoshop CS6, and by navigation I mean how to zoom in, how to zoom out, and the basics of how to work within the work area in Photoshop CS6. So a way to zoom in is you have the option to zoom in within our tools here in Photoshop. So if you click here and you get that zoom in icon, and to move around you get these options here, or if you have a scroll wheel mouse, you can use that to go up and down. So that's a way of zooming in Photoshop. And you have the option here to zoom in, this is the one, to zoom out, this is the one. Okay, and you have other options here that says fit screen, fill screen. Okay, but normally it's more time consuming to come here to the tools and click on the zoom in tool. So if you don't want to do that, the easiest way to zoom in is Control spacebar, hold down Control spacebar and left click and drag. That's the way to zoom out. And if you keep holding it, you can zoom out. Zoom in, I mean you can zoom out as well. So this is the way to zoom in and zoom out. So that's a really easy way to doing it. You can also, if you want to zoom out, is Alt spacebar. But as I said, Control spacebar, you can zoom in and zoom out as well. So that's the better option. Now if you want to move around this screen space here, if you hold down spacebar, you see that that little hand appears, and just left mouse click and drag around the image so that you get to that, so that you pan around the area here. So again, to zoom out is either Control spacebar or Alt spacebar. Either one will do the job. Now let's say you're like really far away like this, and you want to fit to the work area here. If you press Control 0, it zooms into the work area. So if I'm right here, Control 0 fits to the screen space here. Again, Control 0. Now if you press Control 1, that's technically the actual resolution of the image. So Control 1 is to zoom in according to the actual resolution of the image, and Control 0 is just to fit to a screen here. Okay, so those are the basics of how to navigate your document within Photoshop CS6, and actually any of the latest versions of Photoshop actually. Now within Photoshop there's also different screen modes, that's what they call it, and the option is down here. So if you click on it, see how kind of you get more screen space basically. And here if you press it again, you're gonna go to the full screen if you want to see the image, and just press escape to go back. Now the quick shortcut keyboard is F to get going between those screen modes in Photoshop CS6. Okay, so those are the basics of how to navigate within Photoshop. And quickly before we go, I want to show you how to do some transformations within Photoshop. Let me actually duplicate this layer. I'm going to do that by Control J to duplicate that layer. So if you want to transform a layer, so you get, this is the move tool for the transformations here, and you can rotate, scale, If you want to scale it uniformly, you just hold down shift and to rotate, if you go kind of out here, you get that rotate icon there. You can also, if you right mouse click once, you have some other options here to free transform, which is basically what we were doing. You can actually also transform within kind of perspective. If you hold down control and click here, you can kind of change the perspective of you of the transform here. That can be actually really useful. You can flip your image if you wanted to. Actually, and to get to that transform menu, you can hold on Control T to do those things. So Control to kind of change the perspective here. And whenever you're ready, you can click here, or just press Enter, or here, just press Escape. And you also have this option here that kind of warps the image around. So you click here for image warp. So if you click almost anywhere really, you can kind of really mess around with the image as you wish. And when you're done, just press enter. Now, one thing to undo, as you know in almost any program, is Control C. But in Photoshop, if you Control C once, you undo one step. So to undo more than one step is Control Alt C. Okay, just in case you didn't know. Okay, so that's everything I wanted to cover today for Photoshop cs6. Thank you for watching.